sitting in my hand, a maze of rules. We finna break the rules, and we gon' make them too. I can't fall asleep, I gotta stand tall, that's what a leader do. Follow me, I'm leading man. Hey, we finna turn up, can't get the heat in, they finna burn up. Tell them I'm coming, I'm here, tell them they time up. I said it once, I'ma say it again, this'll be my year. I ain't gon' show no fear, I know that I'm built.
The former UFC middleweight champion Anderson the Spider Silva is set to make the walk here tonight. This is a man still getting it done in his mid-40s, DC. Proved in the Israel Adesanya fight that he could still hang in there over a hard 15 minutes with the best guys in the world.
Anderson Silva is still able to compete even though he's up there in age a little bit, and that's because of his commitment to the sport of mixed martial arts. He loves competing. He loves the spotlight. Everything that you need to drive you to be able to stay active and stay relevant in this sport, Anderson Silva possesses. Every time he steps foot in the octagon, we get a chance to witness one of the greatest fighters of all time.
And when DC needed an opponent for UFC 200 on about 24 hours notice, the greatest of all time was your Huckleberry. Not too bad. Anderson Silva has stepped inside the octagon. He is ready to fight. So here's the legend, George St. Pierre, former UFC welterweight champion, former UFC middleweight champion, and DC as one of the most decorated wrestlers on this UFC roster. You got to be pretty amazed at what this man has been able to accomplish without any amateur wrestling credentials to speak of.
Yeah, with no background, the guys that he's been in there with and controlled the wrestling exchanges has truly been unbelievable to watch. I was in Canada when he fought Josh Koscheck, and he took Josh Koscheck, who's an NCAA champion, down whenever he needed to.
Right.
But it was also the striking that made him so dangerous. I remember George St. Pierre had this combination. It was a lead jab, a lead Superman jab, and then a leg kick. Everyone wanted to try and do it, and they say imitation is the greatest form of getting a compliment. We all tried to beat George St. Pierre.
And he's got more ESPYs than you.
He's a man.
Our tail of the tape for this highly anticipated welterweight fight. All right, now for the particulars, we go inside the octagon to Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. It's time! 5 rounds in the UFC welterweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. Ladies and gentlemen, he is the former UFC middleweight champion and the member of the UFC Hall of Fame, Anderson the Spider Silva. And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner. Ladies and gentlemen, he is the former UFC middleweight champion and former UFC welterweight champion and the member of the UFC Hall of Fame, George St. Pierre.
And there's Herb Dean, who will handle the action inside the octagon.
Right.
All right, so here we go with round one of the super fight that began the whole super fight conversation. Anderson Silva, of course, the naturally bigger man, taking on the outstanding wrestler, George St. Pierre.
George St. Pierre is the smaller guy, but he was able to go up to middleweight and capture double leg shot.
Oh, crowd really enjoyed that one. What goes up must come down. Man, I mean, what would that do to me? I'd be out like half a year, bro.
You'd be done, John. You would not be calling fights. You would not be working anymore. Your back would be out. But the people get mad when somebody wrestles too much, but they always enjoy slams like that.
Well, the ground and pound has been on point tonight. Good work here by GSP.
Another strike gets through from the top position. Now, this is a position you don't see every day. They're in the north-south position now on the ground.
Working out of side control here. His opponent trying to control posture, but you got to be careful here. We have crossed the midpoint here in our opening round. All right, so a grueling battle on the ground, and no surprise, the crowd pops in appreciation as the fighters work their way back to the feet.
This is an educated crowd, J.A. They appreciate high-level grappling, and that's exactly what they got in that exchange.
Kick to the body now, that one won't land. Just over 2 minutes to go in what has been a furious round one. Good use of his size there as he lands the flush knee. Trying the flying knee there.
Great job moving into his opponent and getting to that single.
Oh, that's the biggest shot of the fight thus far. How's his opponent still standing?
I mean, I have no idea. This fight is supposed to be over. It might not be over now, but it's going to be over very soon.
This is why you pay to be in the building. Back and forth we go.
That's a right hand.
So pretty good recovery by the opponent after getting stunned pretty good. Gotta capitalize on those opportunities.
I mean, you can't waste these opportunities. You don't get them as often as you'd like. So when you get a guy hurt, you gotta find a way to finish him.
Man, his jab is good. There it is. Heavy leather landed on both sides in that exchange. Round two straight ahead. All right, so there's the end of the round. Tough job, but somebody's got to do it, man. Absolutely. All right, so there's the end of the round. He stayed committed to doing damage upstairs and landed a seminal blow in that one.
It was accumulation of those strikes. He kept hitting over and over.
Ready to fight? Ready.
Second round here. Look is there again. St. Pierre gets hit with a flush uppercut there.
I am starting to lose track of how many punches this guy has landed to the head of his opponent.
GSP gets hit with a kick here. That one landed flush. Let's see if he can make some adjustments. Well, it's been a wild fight thus far. Perhaps a contender for some bonus money at fight's end. These guys are going to have to dig deep. They're both hurt.
They're both hurt. You expected it, though. You expected a close fight. You did not expect a war like this, though, where both guys, from the moment they said fight, went forward, got in each other's face, and just beat. Massive good plan, and his opponent seems to be on his way out of the fight. He just heard him.
Back to his feet. Watch for him to set up that hook again now. Nice spinning attack there and able to land to the body. Silva swelling now around the jaw area, so we'll keep an eye on that as this fight continues. Well, at this point, DC, I'm not sure if he's just biding his teeth.
Dude's hurt. Go get him.
Trying to finish this fight. Oh, heavy shots raining down.
Oh, he's attacking guillotine. That guillotine is tight.
Oh, he got out. How good is that?
This guy is so aware. He never leaves anything wrong to allow for himself to get subbed.
This pace is just absurd, and he has kept it up throughout the fight. Shades of Max Holloway against Calvin Kattar, punches and bunches.
I mean, being there, watching Max Holloway do what he did was super impressive. So to even list this performance alongside that tells you how this guy is fighting tonight.
Good shot, good shot.
Whiffs on the elbow.
I give one, I take one. You give one, you take. That's how this fight is being played out.
Man, that is loud. Another strike lands for the kickboxer. He really found that flow state pretty early in this fight.
And it was perfect. It was absolutely perfect, John. Great placement on that uppercut.
All right, so he's landed a few big uppercuts already in DC. I know you're in the prediction business. You think he's going to... Big right hand there. So there's the end of the round. You see the blood trickling down as he... All right, so there's the end of the round, and on one side, thrill, on the other, agony after that knockdown.
Yeah, he was able to really damage him with that big punch. You see the hands, the speed.
You ready to fight?
Third round underway. Do you believe it? This next round is underway. The previous round, both fighters got rocked. Crowd going bananas. Big opportunity for both fighters.
These are the types of fights that makes it so fun to sit right next to the octagon and call the action. Oh my God, he's hurt. He's hurt. Big right hand.
Oh, that shot cut him.
Yeah, it did. You know, you don't expect it. Sometimes the cuts happen when you least expect it, and right now that's exactly what happened. That's how you control the fight. The fight. He's in trouble. He's hurt bad.
What an absolute freak of a knockout here tonight. That's a 3-check knockout, right? Show money, win money, bonus money.
Absolutely, J.A. There's nothing more exciting than a knockout in sports. You don't see it anywhere but mixed martial arts. This young man will celebrate this deep into the night as he should.
All right, the official decision is inside the octagon. That's where we find Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Dean called a stop to this contest at 1 minute, 26 seconds of the third round, declaring the winner by knockout, George Rush St. Pierre.